Never mind who I am, do you know who you are? Yeah, so who remembers when your spit used to turn orange when you had 2 packets of Wotsits? Man, that shit sticks to your teeth. Yeah, but when I did get sweets, as in things with lots of sugar in them, my favourite was fruit gums, Roundtree's fruit gums. They don't sell them anymore. And you're going to say to me, I seen them in the shops, you dumb bastard. Yeah, well, they're not fucking wine gums. Sometime about 20 years ago, 25 years ago, they changed them. They used to be rock hard. They would stick to your teeth like super glue. If you had a packet of those kind of things, 30, 40 years later, oh, fuck me, those teeth would be stuck together, mate. You'd have to go to a dentist. Yeah, let me know what childhood favourite sweets you had, preferably in the 70s. None of that 90s or this century bollocks. Thank you. And like and subscribe. Now, I'm going to have a few people saying to me, oh, I thought you said you don't chase the ratings. Well, no, I don't. But these videos are completely different to all the videos I've ever done before. Video quality is shit, it's not emulated. I am talking in it, and I am telling you to subscribe. If you like them. At least I go that far. Some of them just start with a channel. As soon as the first video comes on that you watch, not that they've uploaded, they'll say, hi, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to like and click the subscribe button and some bullshit about the bell notification icon or whatever. I'm like, I haven't even fucking seen anything you've done yet. That puts me right off, that does. At least put that at the end of all your fucking videos, not the fucking beginning. It might be some dumb cunt who does all his research on Wikipedia and then proposes to tell me about 8-bit and how shit certain games are on certain systems. Well, you didn't live it, mate. Probably weren't even alive then, let alone old enough to fucking play games on these things. So yeah, anyway, that's all done and dusted. So yeah, I was watching Seinfeld, The Parking Space, I believe it was called, and I have to say that was a bit freaky because when George puts the hat on Newman after Newman keeps pestering him and blows it with the fit redhead who takes an interest in him because he's got an Indiana Jones style hat on. I don't know what the official fucking name is. I'm not from the 30s, mate, fuck's sake. So yeah, so you see Newman with his white shirt, I think it's a blue jacket, one of them like cheap plasticky bomber jackets, like nylon. Anyway, fucking 80s shit anyway. And he had this like squashed Indiana Jones brown hat on, and he had these spectacles on, and he's obviously he's fat. And I thought to myself, if someone done a PS5 remake of Chucky Egg from the C64, they could model that sprite on how Newman looks in the middle of that episode. Might have been towards the end. So that was classic. I personally had a few freckles to the face because for some reason when I was a kid all the farmers had freckles in them books. Yes, Diet Coke again. So yeah, I've had a bit of a break, or possibly an hour actually, but I didn't want to. I didn't want to turn off the SX64 that I've got here, because in case it didn't load the disc. Discs are temperamental, especially if you haven't got any way of cleaning the heads on them and you're using discs that haven't been used in probably a decade or two, and hardly used the decade before that. Not because there's anything wrong with the drive, it's just normal. But now I'm like, well, it's a real shame because this machine is 100% working, but one of the dust flaps on the cartridge port on the top is missing, and there's no circuit board with a cartridge board underneath it. So it's not just a matter of finding a bit of plastic for the, the case. The case could be easily renovated. One of the blue caps is missing, but it's got one, so obviously that's going to get put on another machine that's got one missing. It's not branded an SX64. They've actually removed that black piece of plastic there that says, SX64. It still has all the Commodore logos and everything on it. It's just that one strip. It says GP1B controller DM in capitals. Actually they're both in capitals, but one's a double size font of the smaller GP1B controller stuff. And then after that it just says SX64. And it has got some sort of weird logo. It's like two isometric arrows, but level, horizontally level, pointing in opposite directions, I think. Something like that. I haven't got my fucking reading glasses, don't know. You think this camera's bad, you should try having these fucked eyeballs. So, yeah, anyway. There's no way to actually fix this. I'd have to find pieces that I don't think you'll ever find. I don't think your children who inherit such shit would find, let alone you, before they die. So there you go, mate. That's the sad thing about retro. It's exactly the same as classic cars. When you're talking about, real retro, spelled R-E-E-L, as in cassette reel. That was an idea I had for this particular series and things like it, because but there's no cassette port. So on the SX64, strange actually, even the Pet had them. So yeah, you're just going to sometimes find machines that, this machine has basically been on for like, I don't know, probably 4 hours now. And I loaded the game and just left it running and played it sometimes, and then just left it running again, and it's been like that for the last 4 or 5 hours, and there isn't a single glitch on the screen, nothing at all. Like I said, this is one hell of a well-made machine. It's not high technology, it's expertly created. They obviously made a lot less, and they charged a hell of a lot more. I don't know how much they were. Could have been £600, I'm not sure. I can't remember how much they were in America, so I can't even convert it. So, but yes. So yeah, people think this is an iconic Spectrum game, but I don't know anyone who had a C64 who didn't have this game, seeing as the C64 in 1983 was selling more than the Spectrum, and Commodore had a much larger share of the home computer market in the UK. Might have even got to 39% in 1983, so yeah, bullshit, mate. when this game came out, there were just as many C64s in UK homes. They were just bigger homes probably, with parquet floors, posh bastards. Or people who had dads who were like nuts about sci-fi, like Battlestar Galactica, so the thought of being able to buy your son a computer so he can become some like computer genius and have an unfair advantage, he would do that, mate. Fucking hell. Ah, man, see, the trouble is if you just, no, definitely the first level, this is what I'd do. If I made a stupid mistake like that, I'll just end it all, end the madness. Which is from Flash Gordon, when he sticks his hand in that stupid tree thing, tree trunk. And I'm mentioning that because my hands are an exact double for Timothy Dalton, or Prince Baron as you know him in the film, who became James Bond later. Poor Timothy Dalton, his first James Bond was a terrible story. It was just all over the place. The second one wasn't bad, it had a 70s feel about it, even though it obviously wasn't. Right, concentrate, focus power in it. That was a thing we used to say at school. Instead of focus power, you'd say focus power. Then again, we somehow made the word chips fucking rude. It's just the way you said it. And that wasn't something I started, I just noticed the short kid that used to be try and be a bit of a toughie, he used to say it, and he started it. And then his bimbo friend, male bimbo, I should add, he just spread it, because he's a knob. Obviously I can't mention any names for legal reasons. And because I've fucking forgotten everyone's name. Certainly not going to waste that concentration. See, that's really bad, that was. There was no need to take that risk. On this level, you just have to jump over them. Like, you know, there's no dissolving floor that will fuck you up. And even if you make a mistake, you don't even fall to your death. So this is a really good training level. See, no one really talks about the genius of Manic Miner, but it is game design genius. This was all done by one man. He programmed it, he designed it, and he did the graphics. See, now the emus will try and get you because they go all the way to the other side. There's no safe spot. Whether you like it or not, you have to jump. So you have to get that one, but you cannot make it to the other platform right at the edge of the screen there. And obviously with this thing, the timing has to be spot on. What the hell are they doing up there? See, I think I've left it maybe one too late, but you're okay really. Just don't fuck that one up. Yeah, I have, see. If I could have just jumped, literally milliseconds too short. Whee! Yeah, so this is one that this level teaches you. You really haven't got any time to fuck about. You got to learn it first and then do it in the right go, because these emu things have to be in the right order. So when you get to the other side, you're not trapped here on this bit. And then here it's just easy. So that's like the tense bit over. So it's not intense all the time, like those extreme close-up fucking 90s shows. Oh man, I should have left it there and gone and checked what the cats are doing. You'd think they'd all get on. They all share a common ancestor, literally. But this level is about precision now. See, you don't actually have to rush that much. You've got plenty of time on this level. There's no timing issue. It's purely accuracy. Now with the Eugene one, which I haven't got past on camera yet, but I did before. Anyway, that is a case of both timing and there is accuracy involved too, I bet. This is just like, yeah, take your time, but you know, you got to do it like as close to the edge as you can sometimes. But in this one here, this dissolving ledge, you can jump on it and jump up like this straight away. And obviously get that key. Now there's two ways of doing this. You have to sort of jump a bit off the edge like you do on Mario games. So this is before Mario, just so you know. And or you can drop down and jump from this little dissolving ledge. But that is a one chance thing. Well, they both are, because if you fuck it up you die here. Anyway, so you have to like, yeah, you need a good joystick for this. This one is not so bad, but that one there does make you think, and this is bog standard, just jump from the middle thing. So, and here you have to know that you can't fall off there, because if you fall too far you die. So you have to go from here and then drop here, even though it looks like you're gonna die. Yeah, and here you have to go from here to here, and here to here, and here to here, and there we go. And this one is like, don't fuck about, just get on with it. You haven't got any time to spare. You literally have to just go and do it. And now, I've forgotten that. Alright, so we have to do it, so when we go down there, so you're basically there looking for the toilet. Hilarious, huh? So the black toilet, and you just feel confined there, but you know, it's fine. See, now you've got to be careful when you jump here, because when you do jump, see, your pixels go over the thing. So we're not doing bad on time at all, we're absolutely fine. But the real bastard thing on this, and nobody who played this the first time, you can jump from there. So hang on, so I have to go, alright, that's it, yeah. See, you have to get this thing. And the first time you even get this far, you don't know if you can get it, but you see, I've done it at the wrong time. So that's what happens, and now you're fucked. This really is the first level where it's like absolute punishment if you get it wrong. And I was doing what I would have done as a kid and thinking, I don't know if I can make that jump, and if I miss that, will I die? Because that's quite a high drop. I think you would actually, if you were up in the air and you fell from there down to the bottom where the two little thistles are. But yeah, it's a real bastard. It just happens to be just the right size, so you can't get in there. This is what retro is. There was an entire world of video games and culture before what you think. Oh, hang on, better put the cola down. Don't want to have a bloody mouthful of cola while I'm trying to play this. So yeah, the time for the room is generous, but there are sections on this level that you literally mustn't waste time on, and then you must know when you do have to wait. So right here, what we want is this. So like I said, you're looking for the black toilet and everything will work out. So there is plenty of time. This one always fucks me up actually. Just for some reason, it's like when you got a simple shot that you have to get right in pool, P-double-O-L, you know, the billiards game. So yeah, what I needed to know was, will I get it when I jump, or will I get it when I land on the other side and I have to jump up again? So, see, that was too late. The timing has to be right, you know, really spot on. Yeah, this battery takes ages to bloody charge. Found another memory card, but I don't know what's on that one then. And I think I've got one in the TV as well, but that's just TV stuff. Yeah, what shall I do then? Actually, I think I'm going to go and see what the cats have been breaking. Be back in a bit. If you're lucky, mate.